Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Razovy, and today I want to talk about the Steam Summer Sale, but specifically for Steam Deck owners. I'm going to recommend only games that I believe are actually good and properly running on the Steam Deck, but not just properly running on the Steam Deck. That's a little too easy because I think that anyone can just scroll down and then simply click on the Great on Deck tab. I think anyone can do that, but having a Steam Deck myself, experiencing certain games, knowing what plays well, knowing what is nice to play on the Steam Deck, I'm going to recommend just games that I sincerely believe are worth it, not just that run well, okay? So, for the folks that don't know me, I'm Razovy, like I said. Welcome. And let's actually go and take a look at... let me first also claim this daily reward. Got a little... What is this? A cupcake... What? I don't know what that is. Anyway, got a free sticker, though. So, what games are worth it? By the way, if you didn't know yet, the Steam Deck currently, the LCD one, I believe there's like a huge sale going on the LCD Steam Deck. So if you're kind of doubting, like, should I get a Steam Deck? Get one, please. It's like 15% off. These are good prices for an LCD Steam Deck. You need one. You need one in your life. Trust me. No, okay. So what do we need? I'm just gonna go through this a little bit. Stardew Valley, sure. Yeah, 100%. I'm not a big fan. It's not really my type of game, but if you like these relaxing games, then Stardew Valley is something that I would highly recommend. What else have we got, though? I will eventually actually show you some of my own personal recommendations, but I just want to go through it just a little bit to see what's going on. Well, for example, Cyberpunk 2077, right? It says that it's Steam Deck verified. It is, but would I recommend anyone to play this on the Steam Deck? No. Not even a little bit. I played this on my gaming laptop, and I played this on my Steam Deck. And frankly, the experience on the Steam Deck is not great. This game doesn't lend itself well to portability, in my opinion. The Steam Deck struggles. It's able to do it. It's able to run this game, but it struggles. And frankly, this is not the type of game that, at least in my humble opinion, is enjoyed on the Steam Deck. Maybe some of you do enjoy this type of game on the Steam Deck, then by all means play it, but this is not one that I would personally recommend. What I would recommend is, for example, Baldur's Gate 3. Now, to be fair, you will really, like, when it comes to the graphics, you need to really take a step back, but since it's more of a tactical approach to the game, there's more tactical stuff going on. This lends itself better to the Steam Deck, in my opinion. Elden Ring, doable on the Steam Deck. For some reason, though, Cyberpunk 2077 did not gel with me on the Steam Deck. Now, what else have we got? The Witcher, sure, is great on the Steam Deck. You will take a very big hit when it comes to, like, the graphics. Then again, there are folks who play The Witcher on the Switch. So Sekiro works perfectly a-okay. Highly recommend that too on the Steam Deck. And of course, something like Dave the Diver is something that I would also highly recommend on the Steam Deck. For the folks that don't know, Dave the Diver is a game about a sushi restaurant. You go dive in a certain lake that constantly changes the contents of the lake, and then basically you hunt for fish, sell that sushi kind of. It's awesome, really. It's awesome. Hades 2, also worth it on the Steam Deck. Absolutely wonderful. I don't own it on the Steam Deck, but I've played it at someone else's place on the Steam Deck, so I know it is worth it, trust me. Shin Megami Tensei 5, worth it on the Steam Deck. Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, awesome game, worth it on the Steam Deck. So these are the types of things that caught my eye, and that I'm like, yeah, these are wonderful. However, I of course have some own personal suggestions, as you can imagine, and one of them is already on here, I see, which is Balatro. Now, in my last video, I'll link that at the top right of your screen right now. I'll also link it in the pinned comment, and of course also in the description. I talked about Balatro as well. And Balatro is truly a wonderful game about poker. Now, no money is involved when playing this game. So you're not actually gambling, but it is based on poker, basically. And you got to make poker hands, and then basically you have these joker cards, and these joker cards switch up the gameplay quite a bit. Like maybe now all of a sudden, if you have a straight or a flush or something, those give you way more points than they should, like that kind of stuff. It is such a cool game, and especially on something like the Steam Deck, this works so well. And you know what the really cool thing is? Since this game is so tiny, if you have something like an like those Embernic devices for retro games. If they support Portmaster and you have bought Balatro on Steam, you can actually play those games on, for example, I believe on the RG35XX and stuff. You can play this game on there too, since it's such a small game. It's awesome. Anyway, for the folks that have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. I'm planning on making videos about those things in the future as well, so that's why I'm kind of already giving you a little bit of a sneak peek on that. But Balatro is awesome, really. It's so freaking fun. Now, I have a couple of suggestions myself, right? One of them is, if you are into anime, of course, is this one right here, Valkyrie Drive Bikuni. This game is a hack and slash. It's kind of like Senran Kagura, which I will show you soon too. And basically, it's all about girls beating the living heck out of each other in a Coliseum setting. It is so fun. And it actually, you know what the fun thing is? The interesting thing is it says it's unsupported on the Steam Deck. Unsupported. It's not. It works so well on the Steam Deck. Really, I have no issues playing this on the Steam Deck. But for some reason, it says it's unsupported. Same thing with these games, like, for example, Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. Currently, $9, €9. I'm assuming it's in dollars, it will be the same. Because the euro and the dollar are almost identical when it comes to value. I believe the euro is just a bit more when it comes to value, but I'm assuming it's also $9 in dollars. And this is a similar type of game like what I just showed you, just to beat them up. If you're into anime, and most likely if you're a guy, you're going to enjoy these types of games quite a bit. Now, other games that I've played on my Steam Deck that I would highly recommend is, for example, the Persona series. Any of them are great. So Persona 3 Reload, last time when I made a video, I said, I'm not going to buy Persona 3 Reload. I'm not going to do it. I said, I'm not going to do it. But I did it. I did it anyway. I'm planning on playing this on my Steam Deck. But I'm currently playing Persona 4 Golden and also Persona 5 Royale on my Steam Deck. Now, if these graphics look a bit too dated for you, which I can imagine, these are PS Vita graphics. So if this is a little bit too dated for you, then I would highly advise you to go and go to Persona 5. Really, this game is so good. I have not finished it yet. And you might think, well, how then do you know that it's good? That's a fair assumption. Of course, it's a fair way of looking at it. But keep in mind that if you want to just rush through the story and not do any other side activities, you will at least play this for 100 hours. At least. So, I'm trying to finish this up, but it takes some time, right? So these types of games are wonderful in the Steam Deck because basically it's a turn-based combat, which... Look, for example, with Cyberpunk, right? With Cyberpunk, it's just that I prefer to play this game with keyboard and mouse. And sure, you can play this with a controller. How people do this on PlayStation, right? It's not impossible. But for me personally, these games gel better with me if I play them with keyboard and mouse. And on Steam Deck, the low graphics, you really feel like the Steam Deck is giving it its all. It gets loud and whatnot. So that is why I say something like. Something like this game, Persona, works perfectly fine on the Steam Deck, but Cyberpunk is just not for me. I would not recommend to play it on the Steam Deck. On just your other devices, sure, go for it. But something else that might be a little bit of a surprise is something like Yakuza Like a Dragon. Now, Yakuza Like a Dragon is a JRPG. Some people nowadays don't like that anymore. The word JRPG, I don't really understand why. I should look into that, why people don't like that. I forgot. Anyway, so it's a JRPG, and basically it's about a guy called, where is he? Ichiban. Here he is. Ichiban Kasuga, and he is betrayed by his boss, and he now seeks revenge and whatnot. It is such a cool game. And you know what the cool part is? It is, I believe, how much off? It's 80% off. It's €12. Let's say it's $12 as well. $12. And the cool thing is, the second game within the Like a Dragon series, let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, here it is 30% off. Now, it is way more expensive, of course, but still, if you like the first game, or if you've already played the first game, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, I believe is Steam Deck verified. I'm going to assume it is, so let me go and quickly take a look. Is it? Yes, it's Steam Deck verified. These types of games, since they're turn-based, Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful on your Steam Deck. Now, another game that I would highly recommend is Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. Disco Elysium: The Final Cut is basically a story-driven game. Again, it says choices matter, and they do, because there's many multiple routes and whatnot. This is such a fun game. Disco Elysium is it's a gritty game, and it's kind of rough at some points, but it's wonderful, really. One that I would also highly, highly recommend anyone to play, and of course, it is Steam Deck verified. Now, are there more games that I would recommend? Sure. Maybe something like Tales of Arise. Wait, did I do that correctly? No, I did not. Tales of Arise. Here we go. Another game that I would advise anyone to play on the Steam Deck. Wonderful, beautiful game. Sure, if you play it on the big screen on a PlayStation 5, if you play it on a computer that has better hardware, yeah, the game will look better. But even on the Steam Deck, this is great. Something like Dragon Quest, what was the full? Here it is. Dragon Quest 11. Wonderful game to play on your Steam Deck. So there are so many awesome, awesome games that are worth it, that I would recommend to play on the Steam Deck. The one that I would recommend the most from everything that I just told you, I mean, I guess would be the Persona series, especially if you're low on money, or if you're not able to spend a lot. If you get Persona 5, that's at least minimum 100 hours that you can play. So that is something I would highly recommend. Now, I believe, and let me quickly check if that is the case, is Ratchet Clank. Yeah, it's verified. There we go. This game I played on PlayStation. Played it on PlayStation 5. I just checked it's Steam Deck verified. Also, such an amazing game. Ratchet Clank: A Rift Apart. One of my, if not my, favorite PlayStation 5 game. And it's so cool to see that it's now also on Steam. So cool. Now, what I'm also curious about is Grand Theft Auto 5. Steam Deck verified. It is playable. And then what is the problem here? Okay, sure. And the launcher, fair enough. Now, again, this is not the type of game that I would necessarily recommend to play, because it's the same thing with Cyberpunk. It's a little too fast, I believe, to play on a small screen with built-in controls, but still. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this video was entertaining and useful to you. If it was, make sure to click on the like button, and of course subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Bye-bye.